Some people see through everything. They walk into a room and instantly read the dynamics. They notice the person who is trying too hard to smile. They catch the subtle shift in tone when someone is lying. They feel the tension that nobody else seems to notice. While everyone else is enjoying the moment, they are busy analyzing it. This is not a superpower. It is a burden. And if you are one of these people, you already know exactly what I am talking about. Being too aware means your brain never turns off. You do not just experience life. You observe it from two angles at once. You are in the conversation, but you are also watching the conversation. You are at the party, but you are also studying the party. You are living the moment, but you are also deconstructing it. This double awareness is exhausting, and it never stops. Even when you want to relax and just be normal, your mind keeps scanning, keeps analyzing, keeps noticing things you wish you could unnotice. Psychologists call this hyperawareness, and it is closely linked to a trait called sensory processing sensitivity. About 15 to 20% of the population has this trait at a heightened level. These people process information more deeply, notice subtleties that others miss, and are more affected by their environment. Their nervous system is literally wired to pick up more signals from the world around them. This is not a disorder. It is a biological variation, like being tall or having a fast metabolism. But living in a world that is not designed for people like this makes it feel like one. People who are too aware often develop this trait early in life. Many grew up in unpredictable environments where reading the room was not optional. It was survival. If a parent was volatile, a child learned to detect the early warning signs of an explosion. If the household was chaotic, the child learned to monitor every shifting mood and adjust their behavior accordingly. Over time, this hypervigilance became automatic. The child grew into an adult who scans every room, reads every face, and anticipates every outcome, even when there is no real threat. The radar that once kept them safe now runs constantly, burning energy on problems that do not exist. The cost of being too aware is enormous. Social situations are draining because you are processing 10 times more information than everyone else. You notice micro-expressions, shifting body language, changes in breathing, and the gap between what people say and what they mean. You know when someone is uncomfortable before they know it themselves. You sense when a conversation is about to turn difficult before the first word is spoken. This makes you an excellent friend and a terrible relaxed person. You are always on duty, even when nobody asked you to be. Relationships are especially complicated. You see your partner's unspoken needs, their hidden insecurities, and their unexpressed frustrations. You can predict their reactions before they happen. But knowing everything is not the same as being able to fix everything. In fact, seeing too much often creates anxiety because you are aware of problems that others have not even noticed yet. You try to address things before they become issues, and people call you oversensitive or controlling. You are not trying to control anything. You are trying to prevent the train wreck you can see coming from a mile away while everyone else is still enjoying the view. There is also a profound loneliness that comes with being too aware. You see through social games that others play unconsciously. You recognize manipulation that others fall for. You understand the hidden motives behind seemingly innocent actions. This makes it hard to participate in the normal social dance. You cannot unsee what you have seen, and you cannot pretend you do not know what you know. People sometimes feel uncomfortable around you because you see the version of themselves they are trying to hide. They do not say it, but they feel exposed, and they pull away. At work, being too aware is a double-edged sword. You are often the person who sees the flaw in the plan, the risk in the strategy, or the problem that nobody else has considered. But pointing these things out does not always make you popular. People do not want to hear that the project has a structural weakness or that the boss's idea will fail. They want optimism, not accuracy. So you learn to stay quiet, and the thing you predicted goes wrong, and nobody is surprised except the people who should have been. The mental health toll is significant. Chronic hyperawareness is linked to anxiety, insomnia, and burnout. Your brain is running a constant threat assessment, and it never gets permission to stand down. Even at night, when you are trying to sleep, your mind replays conversations, analyzes interactions, and prepares for scenarios that may never happen. The worst part is that your awareness of your own awareness creates a loop. You notice that you are overthinking, which makes you think about overthinking, which makes you overthink even more. So how do you live with a mind that never stops seeing? First, stop fighting it. Your awareness is not your enemy. It is a tool that has been stuck in the on position. Accepting that this is how your brain works reduces the secondary anxiety of wishing you were different. Second, create boundaries for your awareness. Not everything deserves your full attention. Practice deliberately choosing what to focus on and what to let pass. Third, find outlets. Write, create, talk to people who understand. Awareness generates enormous amounts of information, and it needs somewhere to go. Fourth, protect your downtime. Your nervous system needs recovery time more than most people do. Guard your quiet moments fiercely. Being too aware is not a curse. It is a capacity. The world needs people who see what others miss, who feel what others ignore, and who speak what others will not say. The challenge is not to become less aware. It is to learn when to turn the awareness toward the world and when to turn it toward yourself. Is your awareness a gift or a burden that you never asked for?